Hey, what's up, Kabroda crew? Welcome back to our live stream. Uh, Excited for y'all to be here. Looks like some people in the chat already. Good morning to y'all. Yeah, that trade from yesterday did actually go pretty well. It was pretty close to a 1-to-1 actually. Let's see, it's almost a 1-to-1. It kind of depends on when you took it off, I guess. If you were perfect with it, you probably could have gotten pretty close to a 1-to-1, but I don't know. It was a pretty decent trade. Definitely not anything crazy. It didn't break down like we thought it was going to, but he's all right. Yeah, let's get on into it. We can check out that trade real fast, and then we'll check out what the daily market recap says about, or what the battle box says about today. So we got our trade right here, a trading system. All right, yeah, we got our trade right here. From yesterday. It was, like I was saying, it's close to a 1-to-1. Not quite, like 0.99. So if you're like stacked on it, you probably could have gotten 0.99. But I mean, that would have been insane if you got that. So I was thinking more like you probably would have gotten out somewhere around there, 0.8. That's not bad though. I mean, put $100 on, you make 80. That's not bad. But yeah, it definitely did not run down like we were thinking. Kind of weird price action. It should have really broke that, but it didn't. Broke back up, tested the breakout, came back down, tested the breakdown again. Then we got that double bottom, and then it actually broke back up, retested the breakout, and then came back down and tested the support one more time before it actually broke through that breakout and went up instead. So we almost got like a triple bottom thing going on here. Technically, this was a higher low, so it doesn't fully count, but I mean, it's pretty close if you're looking at the area of the wicks, like we always say. I mean, if you're really being honest, like that's pretty much a triple bottom. So it didn't go up that hard either, though, really, for that. So it just shows there's a lot of strength on the bear side. It's not really looking super bullish at all by any means. Yeah, at least yesterday wasn't. We'll have to see what today's looking like. But yeah, our trade went all right. If you got out at the right time, you got about a if you got out when you saw that support not holding, you would have got about a 8.8 to 1. So not terrible, not like the best thing ever, but definitely an all right trade. And then if you didn't get out there, then you should have gotten out when it crossed the 5-minute 21, like we always say. So you would have at least broken even if it was the worst trade ever, or worst, like even if you just waited and held forever and then got out at the break at the 5:21, you would have just gotten out break even, and you had a lot of time to get out there, so shouldn't have been a worry. All right, let's just let's get into it. So we got our levels from yesterday on here still, so we're gonna have to go ahead and redo the levels and see where everything's kind of sitting at. For right now, it's still looking like we're sitting sideways long term, still in that flag pattern. Nothing super exciting right now, but yeah, let's throw those levels on there, see what we're getting. So I'm gonna head back onto ChatGPT, get it set up for today. So we're gonna ask it for the market recap. Mine should already be set up. So we'll just get it the stuff that it always wants. We got the bookmark screenshot today, so I'll just grab that real fast and throw it in there. We got the bookmark screenshot in there now, so I'll head back over to TradeView, grab our different levels. So first off, go to our live stream thing. I'm actually gonna name these really fast, so we want to use them. So that was the that was the VAL. Okay. Alright, just going through naming them real fast, so that way we can find them next time. Or easily just like get rid of them if we don't want them on there. Do the POC, yeah. I don't know how I edited it there that one time. That it's got to be the resistance line up here. No, that's right there. I don't know what that is. Interesting. All right, 24 VAH, and then we got daily support right here. I believe this is daily support. Daily resistance. All right, sweet. So I got them all named on there, so now I can find them real easily. I'm gonna go ahead and make them all ungone, and then we're gonna first off, let's do our so we'll go to the 15-minute. We're gonna do our FRVP first. So I'm gonna take out this trade here too. So FRVP, remember from the clicker, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 down, and then you got the fixed range volume profile. That's what we're looking for. Go to 3 o'clock or 7 o'clock the previous day. So we're looking for July 23rd at 7 o'clock. There we go. And then we're going to 7 o'clock today. So that should be only a couple candles back from right now. And boom, those are our daily levels. So we'll turn on those. So 24-hour levels all together. So with our 24 levels, we'll put them right on the lines. And I'm going to take off this. Yeah, I'm going to take that off. So we got that one on there. 24-hour VAL is going to be right here. And then you got this one. Sweet. So those are our first first levels. So we're just gonna take a screenshot of those 24-hour levels. Just like that. And we'll throw that in there real fast. And then we're going to grab our smaller time frame, our morning levels. So we'll close those out. And we're going to take this and just drag it to 3 o'clock this morning. Just like that. And then that's going to be our levels for today, for the morning. So we'll grab those 3. Then you got this level right there. You got the next level on orange. And then your VAL is going to be on the bottom right here on blue. Okay, we'll make sure those are on point. Yep. All right, and then we're going to get a screenshot of this one too real fast. We can just take off that fixed volume range and we'll close out our lines real fast for the next couple pictures. Go to 4 hour, double click on all of them. Got your first picture here. If you don't know how to take a screenshot, Windows key Shift and S if you're on Windows. Paste that one in there. Go to 1 hour. We'll paste this. Get this one in there too. They should already all be autoed, so you don't have to auto it each, like double click it each time. Then we're going 15-minute. That's the next screenshot. And then going to 5-minute for our last screenshot. Sweet. So we got all of our items screenshotted. And they're all in ChatGPT, as you can see, all nice and lined up right here. And then the last thing that we have to do is we got to get the 30-minute candle range. So going back to trading view, 30-minute, we're going to go 7:30 to 8 o'clock. So this candle right here. And we're going to get the high and the low, which are right up at the top. So the high for today is going to be 118,551. And then the low is going to be 118,235. Sweet. So we got our 2 levels on there. So we'll go back to ChatGPT. There's our 2 levels right there. We got all of our pictures, and then we got our 30-minute level right there. So that should be everything that the daily recap will need. So we'll send that in. See what the daily recap has to say for itself. All right, sweet. 24 July 24th, July 25 market review. 30-minute opening range. So yep, we just talked about that. And then we'll switch on over to the chart, see what it's looking like here today. So like I said, we're in that pattern here, drawn on here for y'all so you can see it. Got this kind of flag forming, which, like I said yesterday, if it took off, we're looking at about, I think it was like 130 something. Yeah, 131, 130-ish. Really, 130 is probably a big ticket number, so that's kind of what you'd be looking for. 125 is going to be the first push through before that, just long-term wise, and just pattern trading wise. So yeah, we got that flag forming. Right now we're holding above the 21 and the 50 EMA. We got these wicks down here trying to break through, but it just couldn't. So it's holding that. The 21 and the 50 are kind of holding price action up. A weak momentum. The MACD is compressing, so you can see it kind of like it, instead of like firing like this was, or even like this one where we took a nice downtrend, we're kind of just barely moving either way. So it's a lot of compression, a lot of uncertainty on which way we're going to go. So we'll kind of see what's going to happen. As of right now, it kind of looks like it's starting to turn flip bullish, but when we're compressing like this, that doesn't mean a ton, because it's just going to kind of go up, down, up, down, up, down until you see a nice like clean fire out of it. As for MACD, we're below the middle line here, the yellow line on the purple is below it, so it's somewhat bearish, but they're both kind of facing up, so that's a bullish sign there. So that one's kind of both ways too. I'd say, and then Stoches are getting to the bottom, so overall it's kind of a neutral-ish to bullish, leaning more neutral side though. 1 hour still stuck in chop zone between the POC and the VAH, so let's check that out. We got all our lines on here. So we just actually broke above the POC, but we're kind of in that no man's land between the volume area high and the volume area low of the morning. So nothing exciting really happening today so far. You got the nice curl up on the MACD, so that's a nice bullish indicator there. And then you got the RSI breaking up on the middle line, yellow line. It's kind of going up with it, so that's also a bullish sign. And then you got the Stoches rolling up, which is bullish too. So overall, I'd kind of say the same thing, neutral to bullish. Nothing really screaming like go bullish right now, but it's leaning more towards that side, I would say. 15 minutes. You got the 15-minute. You got the. I see a flag right here too. Got that flag kind of forming some compression, kind of like how the other ones. If this one played out, we'd go up to 120-ish. So not a huge move, but you know, a little bit one. Yeah, flag forming. You got the compression right here on this, which makes sense for the flag. It's basically showing that there's a lot of compression right there. RSI is kind of compressing as well. We broke above the yellow line right here, and it's kind of curling up, which is bullish for us. And then you see the Stoches here are kind of doing the same thing, but they are close to the top, which should mean end of bullish coming soon. I would say this is still a continuation flag here, so it's looking like we're going to continue upwards. So this is definitely leaning more bullish. 5-minute chart. Higher low formed on the volume, so yeah. MACD is pushing. Yep, so we got MACD firing here. There was kind of starting to get into that compression, so it's looking more bullish now. And then you got RSI is looking pretty bullish for the 5-minute right now with the yellow line curling under it. And then you got the Stoches almost topped out already, which is still bullish, but we'll see. What I kind of see happening is this breaking out. Oh, excuse me. Seeing the flag here kind of break out, the 5-minute taking us out of that flag, and then the rest of the charts are going to kind of continue us up as long as we stay bullish. It's like always, we're looking for that break here and retest of the breakout here, and we'll take it up to what was it, like 1900 something, or yeah, 119 something thousand. So we'll see what kind of happens here. Alright, so let's go back to ChatGPT, kind of see what else it's saying. So that was kind of what the market recap was saying. We got 24-hour profile zones. So those are just our levels for the day. We got all of our levels here. These will all be on our X account, so if y'all want to check those out, they should be in this. It should be in the description. So go ahead and head down there and check out our X account. Give us a like, a follow. It helps the channel get it to more people. And also, you guys can stay up to date on the daily levels, even if you don't catch the live stream. Well, trade strategy outlook. So it's saying we get the breakout above 118,643. That's about where our volume area high is. We get a clean flag under the volume area high. MACD cross, watch for volume. So yep, we're watching. Like I was kind of saying, if we break that flag upwards, get that breakout. Trap zone 118,493. So it's saying watch out for the trap into. I guess it could be a bullish trap if we see that nice run up, but more than likely it'd be more of a bear trap if we're going down to there. News risk alert. So there's CPI data coming out supposedly. Let's fact check that real fast. Let's fact check that real fast. So I'm going to head on over to cryptocraft.com, go to the 24th. So we do have nothing exciting. At 8:45 we have flash manufacturing PMI. That's got a mild indicator for how much is going to affect the market, so we could see a little bit of effect. Nothing I would be too worried about, honestly. But you know, it could have effect on it, so that's something to watch out for. Something to pay attention to. Yeah, I don't know what it's talking about CPI. There's no CPI today, but we're still working on that part, trying to get it. It's kind of hard to get it lined up with the actual website and to continue pulling the information from there and being correct. But yeah, for now, just check out cryptocraft.com. They got all the information on news and how much it's really going to affect the stuff. So nothing really today though to watch out for. Execution considerations. So you got the flag structure seen. Excuse me. On the 15-minute under 24-hour VA volume very high. Bookmap shows a heavy bid absorption at 118,500 zone. Sweet. So that's like right at the POC basically, and then we got 118,643. So the breakout must break with volume to confirm. No entry before breakout. Yep. Always. Weekly bias is neutral bullish. Sweet. So we're looking at basically everything's kind of lining up for that bullish price action, but we're kind of just looking for that break here on the breakout zone that we have on here. We're looking for it to break here and then retest and take us higher. So for now, I would say that's kind of the trade of today. And again, not financial advice. We're just here to chit chat. I'm not a financial advisor, so make sure you do your own research and only get into stuff you feel comfortable with. But yeah, this would be a good paper trade here for today. So got that break, that retest, and that's where we'd take this paper trade. And then I don't think it'd get a 3-1, but you'd be watching around that. I mean, honestly, if we pull the flag again, let's see where it was. I don't remember exactly. So I mean, around that 19,500 zone, you probably want to be paying attention. Make sure it's not going to kind of just run into that. Speaking of which, where are the so daily support, daily resistance? We'll throw that one on there real fast. Where's that at? That is at. Okay, yeah, that's at like right above the breakout, so that's not anything exciting. And then daily support's like pretty close to the same. We got 18,204. Really, not that far off. They're like right under the breakdown. So like, obviously you're watching for that breakout. Watching the charts, kind of seeing what's going to happen like once it starts getting up in this area, especially on that retest. See what the volume's looking like, what price action's looking like, what the indicators are kind of saying for if we're going to continue here or if we're just gonna break down here instead. And then I would be watching the, well, first off, the 119,000 level is what I'd be watching first, and then the next thing to be watching for is that next 19,500 level. So as it's kind of breaking up, like let's say it breaks up, get that retest, volume indicators, everything, they're all confirming it. Go ahead, get in there, take it up, and then once it gets to this 1900 level, you want to be watching the chart, making sure that indicators are still saying continue upwards. Same with volume and stuff, continue upwards. If it is, then fine, you're good. You'll see that breakthrough, possible retest, and then continuation up. And then 500 level is kind of where you'd kind of be watching the same thing. If the indicators start saying, this isn't going to keep going, that's where you're taking it off right there. Just because those are going to be big levels people are watching for. If we're going by book map, there is a big level still at 125. Again, book map's not the most well, like the way that bookmap works is that it's just looking at the order book. So like it's a lot of orders up there, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we're going for those orders ever. It just means that there is a lot. So if we wanted to try to do some kind of like short flush or like get some people kicked out of their trades, that's kind of the levels we're going to head for, which would be there is actually a big one forming around I don't know, like 116,800, I guess is probably what it's pretty close to. 116,500, 116,500,000, or 116,500, however you say that. But that's a level to watch out for, and then the 125 is a level to watch out for. More than likely, we're definitely going to see that 116,500 level before we see the 125,000 level. So nothing too exciting to be looking for. All right, nothing like, we're definitely looking for that breakdown before we break up, that far at least. But we could see that breakup here. That would technically take us out of our longer term flag that we were talking about earlier. It's like see if we got our flag here, that's another level to watch out for. So that's actually pretty close to that 16 or 19,500 level. So that's something to definitely watch for that turn, because, and not to say we couldn't get the breakout here and get like a nice wick up here and get get our 3-to-1 or whatever, and then break back down and stay below the flag. More than likely we'll stay in this flag, or have a nice false breakout and then break down to that 16,500 level down here again, before we continue up higher to that 125. So yeah, kind of a neutral day. Definitely looking more bullish than anything, as of today at least. So be on the lookout for that that break and then retest of the breakout zone. We'll be getting in if that happens. And yeah, hope you all have a good trading day. Make sure to check out the battle box if you haven't already yet. Go ahead and like and subscribe, hit the bell notification. Check out our daily recaps. We have a video that goes out pretty much every day except for Sunday. We'll have a video coming out going over the price action of yesterday, or for Monday it'll be for the whole weekend. Just kind of goes over that. There's always a little bit of tidbit of information that us as traders give out kind of just by talking. So you definitely want to check out those. And then we also should have our History of Bitcoin series coming. Next episode's coming out this Friday, as well as actually making our battle box series, so that will be coming out this Friday too. So keep an eye peeled for those, and I'll catch y'all in the next one, I guess. So I'll see y'all next Tuesday. Start stream at 8. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 8 o'clock. So if y'all want to catch that next stream, just make sure you subscribe so you'll catch it. Check out our Twitter. You can also find it on there. Or our X account. But yeah, I'll see y'all next time.